Hey, what's going on people? It's SGZ here from the Spartan Game Zone, and in this video I'll be letting you know of the best all-round anointment in Borderlands 3. This anointment is great for all guns and all vault hunters, and I'll be explaining what it does, as well as tell you how you can make sure it's constantly activated. With the level cap getting raised again very soon in just one day, this is an anointment that you should definitely be on the lookout for as you farm for your guns at level 60. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you could drop a like. Helps motivate me to keep making more of them, and let's crack into it. So the anointment I'm talking about is the 50-150 radiation anointment, introduced as part of the Mayhem 2.0 patch. When active, you deal 150% bonus radiation damage, which is a big damage boost, and it'll generally be multiplicative depending on whether or not you have some skills or stat boosts affecting radiation damage. Multiplicative meaning the damage is calculated separately rather than adding up with others and then calculated to produce the final damage number, which is often a decent chunk greater than it otherwise would be. When testing against the dummy in Sanctuary, you can see what I mean about the massive boost to damage this anointment gives you. The standard shot of my Krakatoa is in red, and the bonus radiation damage in yellow. Combined, that's nearly 1 million damage per shot, and I'm not proccing any other bonuses. That's as low as it gets. It's a great anointment and is the best at boosting your damage throughout any situation. However, there is one caveat to it. You do need to be below 50% health to activate the anointment and deal the extra damage. You can have it active all the time though, but you'll need something that drops your health below 50%, and there's a couple of items that enable you to do that. The first is the front loader, a shield which has an increased chance to drop from private beans you fight around in this area of Athenas. The front loader reserves 40% of your health and adds the remaining 60% to shields, which is just what you need to activate the anointment. It is a sacrifice you need to make considering the front loader isn't everyone's first pick shield, but it's decent and is an easy way to get the damage that the anointment offers you. The other item is the Deathless artifact, which, like the front loader, reserves your health not at 40%, instead at just the 1%. Which is not a lot, I gotta say, but it also makes your shields twice as big while boosting their recharge rate and reducing their recharge delay. If you're wondering where you can find a Deathless artifact, you need to kill Phoenix, who is located right about here in the Splinterlands. Now, the Deathless artifact isn't something I'd recommend on any vault hunters or players that are dependent on lifesteal to keep them alive, as you won't be able to make use of it at all and you might find yourself insta-dying on Mayhem 10, but it is made for a Bloodletter Mose build, and in fact both these items synergize well together for her and this anointment. Overall though, I'd lean towards the front loader as it doesn't force you to put all your eggs in that low health basket. Ideally with this anointment you want to sacrifice as little health as possible to activate it, which would be 50%, and the front loader at 60% is the closest you're gonna get. You also have to look at what other shields or artifacts offer you. If you're dependent on, say, the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge and the boost from that anointment isn't enough to counteract that, then choose the front loader. If you need the Transformer to keep you alive and don't find artifacts as useful as shields, then pick the Deathless. Whatever way you choose to get below 50% health is up to you, but again, front loader would be my choice. Not only do you keep a lot more health, but shields are a lot more forgiving when it comes to stat rolls than artifacts are. Once you have the anointment active, you can start tearing it up. It's a great anointment because it's one of the only anointments alongside consecutive hits that isn't tied to your action skill. This gives you freedom from the action skill end or action skill active gameplay loop, and means you aren't as dependent on them to deal damage. Radiation is also the greatest bonus element to have, as it's the best all-round element, only falling short against armored opponents and doing great against all other health bars. It will also help you to cause radioactive explosions whenever you kill anyone that's irradiated. If any enemies are caught in the blast, they'll be inflicted as well, continuing the deadly cycle. The 50-150 anointment also performs equally well on all Vault Hunters and with all weapons. Your weapons don't need to deal high damage like the 390 anointment to make the most out of it, and you don't lose any damage if you stop shooting or reload like the consecutive hits anointment. It's with you all the time, you just need to make sure your health is below 50%, which is a worthy price to pay for the damage you'll be dealing. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned about the 5150 radiation anointment and how to make the most out of it. If you did, consider dropping a like or subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.